guys! So as you can see, I have finally cleaned up the porch, and one of the things that has been giving me a lot of joy when I come out here on the porch and sit down is looking at the aloes that are here on the left. They have some beautiful colors. So today I decided to give you an update on my Aloe, Gasteria and Haworthia collection, and also share some tips for propagation and care for these plants. So let's start with the plants that I have here outside on the porch, because most of my Haworthias are inside. So here is the shelf with my aloes, guys. Look at how pretty they are. Look at all these colors. So I'm gonna try to pull each of them out so you can see them close up. So let's start from over here. So this is climbing aloe. I have in the past made videos about propagating this plant, and I will probably place in the description a link to my video where I'm propagating this plant. Really easy to propagate. Next one here is a little Aloe brevifolia babies. As they grow, they will, like, these leaves will spread and create a bigger rosette. This is one of the newer additions. I think it's called gasteroaloe green ice. I think it's really pretty and very firm, fleshy leaves. This is I think Gasteria bicolor lilliputana, or the dwarf ox tongue. I have this one for a very long time, and it's been green for the most of the time, and actually even stretched a little bit because I kept it in a darker place. But then I took it outside this year, and as you can see, it got some reddish brownish tones because it got distressed colors. I forgot what's the name of this one, but it has incredible, again, colors. I really love these, like, dots and stripes on it. Really pretty. I have this for a while. When I originally bought it, it looked like this, so it didn't have a rosette formed. So it's been over a year, I think, and then they started like growing more leaves and creating a rosette, so they're getting bigger and really pretty as well. Look at this beautiful coral fire, guys. Just the colors are just amazing. I love it. And this one here was actually much more distressed earlier, but since I moved them to the shelf, they started getting some green back. This is Aloe Vera, I think. I don't know if this one is the same, but just babies. It's possible. Not 100% sure. Kind of looks the same to me. So here is one of my Haworthias that's here on the same shelf with aloes. This is Haworthia attenuata. I have some more of the same plant inside that I actually separated from this pot because it was getting really big. I also have an extra pot of this one. This is alworthia black gem. As you can see, got some really beautiful distressed colors. It can get completely green if it's in shade, like green like this, or it can get like black colors if it's on the sun. I don't know names of these guys here, but they have some beautiful colors. This one is like more orangish pinkish. This one has pink edges but blue leaves. This one, I think they're all three different. I don't know what their names are. This here is Aloe variegata. Really pretty. Again, got some distressed colors. I don't know the name of this one either. I think this may be some like alworthia. And another aloe, beautiful reddish pink tones. Again, I don't know idea of this one, but it's kind of similar. Reminds a lot to brevifolia. So guys, when it comes to soil, I make my own soil mix with cocoa brick, but most of my Haworthias and aloes have been in a Miracle Grow soil mix that I don't particularly enjoy, but it's cheap and you can easily find it in stores like Home Depot and Walmart and Lowe's. And in the beginning I was mixing Miracle Grow with a little bit of perlite and sand, and the sand that I bought was just a play sand from Lowe's that was like 50 pounds for, I don't know, $3-4. We have done the same thing in the conservatory because we cannot be too picky with the limited financial resources we have. And I mean, they have not complained. Actually, I had much less pests in these plants than any other plants and any other succulents. So a lot of them, even though I was replacing soil in almost all of my pots, a lot of my Haworthias and aloes still have some of the Miracle Grow and sand and perlite that I originally mixed together. So they're very forgiving plants, and I think if you don't have some specific soil, you can mix a little bit of perlite, and I think they're gonna be fine. They do like well-draining soil. When it comes to watering, I do not water these plants as often as my other succulents. Maybe because they were not my favorite. I think I was neglecting them more than others, and then they would just be happy. So I'm ashamed to say, but I think my aloe vera, I didn't water for about, I don't know, once, 2 months. And it didn't even dry many leaves. I think it was like one leaf dry and one was in the process of getting dry. But it just continued growing. So these are very easy plants to take care of. I think the only way to kill them is by overwatering and giving them too much care. But if you forgot about them for like a week or two or go on a vacation, I think they're gonna still be fine. So when it comes to light, what's really awesome about these plants is that they can, be in a full sun, and then they will get really interesting distressed colors. Like Haworthias can become dark black or red, or they can be in a shade, and they can be great plants for like office or the bathroom window where you don't have a ton of sunlight. So I think I'm gonna go ahead now and show you my Haworthias that look very pretty decorative on the windows that don't have a lot of light, like bathrooms and laundry room. So guys, this is my laundry room, and it doesn't have a ton of sunlight. Right now actually there is light coming in, so I'm having a hard time finding an angle here with camera so I can show you which plants I have. But I have only one, Gasteria. I have 2 euphorbias, obesa and medusa, and this is, I think, cotyledon. But I also have one aloe that I've been rooting. This is aloe that I took to conservatory, and this is Callie, one of my kitties. So I took this one to conservatory. It's much bigger plant, and because I like this plant, I decided to behead it, and I beheaded it, I don't know, it's been 3 weeks at least. So the other one started growing a tiny new plant in the place where I cut, and this one I am trying to pull. I think it finally rooted, and it's very dehydrated. You see how the leaf shrinked? So it's really time to give it more water. It's also trying to grow another leaf. So, and this is my other kitty. This is Kira. Now I'm in our master bathroom, and we have one little window, same size as the one in the laundry room. And this one gets a little bit more light than the other one. And I have placed some Haworthias here. Again, it's a little bit harder to give you a good idea what I have here. So hopefully you're gonna be able to see. These actually, guys, I haven't watered for over 2 weeks, and you can see how they're getting some dry leaves. I really need to water them. They also shrinked a little bit, poor guys, and they have babies growing. So I have to water this one. This one has bloomed, as you can see, and it's growing a baby. Oh, so dehydrated. Then there is Haworthia limifolia. All of them really thirsty. Shame on me. And then this one here that's also growing a baby. I forgot what kind this is. And it has a pretty distressed color. It's like a darker green black color, but it can also be bright green. We have, I think, the same one in the conservatory, and it's very green. So like I said, really great plants if you want to decorate some shelves or, you know, window seals in the bathrooms or office where you don't have a ton of sunlight. Here in the kitchen, I made this little, it's not an arrangement, but it's kind of like an arrangement with 3 pots, and I thought it's gonna look cute because, you know, I like it has like a gray color and white color. I have here more of a Haworthia attenuata that you have seen the mother plant outside, so I have a lot of this plant. And this is a Sansevieria that's really pretty, and another Haworthia. I think this one is Ravendetti. So maybe they're gonna stay here, maybe I'm gonna move them, we'll see. Oh guys, and when I was showing you my aloe collection, I almost forgot about my aloe vera. This was one of among the first plants that I got, and I really wanted to get rid of it because I felt like it's so boring. I don't know why. It was one of my least favorite succulents, but it's not anymore, you know, because it's such a good plant and useful plant. And this year, actually now it's green, but earlier I had it on facing south on a really bright sunlight, and it was getting like purplish reddish tones. So I wanted to share some tips about this plant that are to do with nutrition and health. I'm sure you know that aloe vera gel, you know, is really good for burns and cuts, but there is some other benefits. Yeah, I buy a stabilized aloe gel that's already, you know, taken out of the leaves from Forever Living brand, and I was using that when I had some digestive problems. Aloe gel is amazing. It's full of minerals and antioxidants that help you fight bacteria and viruses. They boost immune system and really help improve your digestion and absorb good stuff from food. So when I had some digestive problems, I was using like a tablespoon of this gel on an empty stomach, half an hour every morning before my breakfast, and it's just, I felt really good using it. So you can buy in grocery stores big leaves of aloe vera, and you can slice it and, you know, peel the gel. You can use it in smoothies, or you can, you know, produce your own gel by, you know, cutting your own leaves if you have a lot of aloe. My dad, he does it himself. He just like cuts leaves, you know, peels the gel, and adds to his nutrition. So I started talking a little bit about propagation when I was showing one of my first aloes, but they're really easy to propagate in my experience. I will post in the link below some of the videos where I was propagating aloe vera in conservatory. I pretty much you can just cut them, cut the stem, cut the top off. You know, don't cut it too short so that you have like only 3 leaves left. That probably will just fall apart. So you have to have a little bit of stem when you're cutting off the plant. And the bottom stem that you leave will usually like double or triple branch, meaning create 2 or 3 more rosettes or plants that it will grow. And the top plant of the plant that you behead will root pretty fast, usually like week 2, and they will have some roots, and then you can start watering normally. They also propagate by shooting little babies in the pot, like this one here, you know, has grown a lot of new babies, and then you can separate them or leave them in the same pot. These are pretty inexpensive plants that you can easily find in stores. So really easy to find and really easy to take care of, and you can place it in the areas of your house where you don't have a lot of sunlight. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing my aloes and haworthias, and hope the tips gonna be helpful to you in taking care of them. Until the next video, have a wonderful week.